Hi everyone, it's Donna from Little Spaceman Paper Crafts, and let me just move this stuff out of the way. We are back with the final page in our Alice in Wonderland mini album. I'm so excited about this page. I have found some new digital papers from Vectoria Designs actually. This is one of them. Look at these, gorgeous. Let me try and see, I've got some more. These are the ones I printed out. Look at that. These are great for masculine cards. If you're doing any steampunk, look at the cogs. And then there is another one. Let me see if I've got scraps in here. Look, the ones I've cut already. There's a sheet with keys, and you get the smaller and the larger pocket watches, which I think is really cute as well. So these last two pages, that's the paper that I'm going to be using from Vectoria Designs. This is in a pack. I think it's called Vintage Steampunk, I think. But I'll link Vectoria Designs Etsy store in the description bar below. Don't forget as well that the competition, I keep saying competition, not competition, it's a giveaway. This is what happens when you craft in the middle of the night, you see. There is a giveaway still going on. And it will be going on until now. I've decided how I'm going to do this. What I'm going to do is when the album's completely finished, which will probably be in the next video, I will give it a week from then, and then I'll come back on, and then I'll draw. We'll have another flip through of the album, and then I will pick the 3 winners on that video. So all you need to do is make sure you've commented on every single video within this Alice in Wonderland series. Now, although this is going to be part 7, there is actually 8 videos, because there's the video that I mentioned the giveaway in, and where I got all the ephemera from. So if you go and have a look, you will see all those videos, and you must have commented on each video when the giveaway has finished. So the next video, part 8, will be the final part. I'm hoping to get through it, because I've cut a lot of corners on this page, not cut corners as such, but prepped a lot more in advance, and the pages are a bit more simple this time, because I want to try and get all the pages in the album in this video as well. I have decorated the album, the outer cover, and I will show you that in a minute. So let's get cracking. So what I've done is I put it out there to you guys what you'd like to see on the last page. I'm going to do one page as a flip waterfall with a belly band and a magnet, and that was requested by a few people, I think. And then this page was suggested by my lovely friend Donna Jackson, who is Crafts and More with Donna Jackson here on YouTube, and she suggested doing a gatefold page, which I thought was a great idea. So that's what I'm going to do on this page. And then I've got this wooden clock face. I got this from Vectoria Designs. It's quite a nice piece. It's not too heavy, but it's, I think, because what I thought was, if I did the gatefold and then had this as like the mechanism to open the gatefold. So I'm going to see how that goes, see if we can do it with magnets. So what you need, okay, so you need your usual 5 and 3/4 by 5 and 3/4 piece to mat your page. Then you're going to need a piece that is 6 inches by 7 inches, and you're going to put it in your scoreboard along the 7-inch side, and you're going to score both ends at 1/2 inch. Okay, then you're going to cut it in half at 3.5, and that's going to give you your gatefold doors. Okay. The mats that you're going to need for those are 5 and 3/4 by 2 and 3/4, and you'll need 4. You'll need 2 for the front and 2 for the inside. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is get my backer piece on my page. I have already done that one for that page. I'll make sure it's up the right way. So I'm trying to get ahead this time so I can try and get the pages into the album. And then the last video will be embellishing the album and doing the inserts. Okay, so that's my backer piece on. Now what I'm going to do, what I've done is on the scored line here, I've put a piece of score tape on the inside flap because I'm going to tuck them in here like so. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, and I've notched the corners as well. So I'm just going to slide that in and try and line it up so it's straight. And there we go. And then the next one, you need to be a lot more careful with this one because you need it to get as close to the other as it can to line it up. So I don't really want to press down on that just yet. That's alright because it's straight. Okay, now there is a little gap on here. If you didn't want that gap, I don't mind that gap to be fair, but if you didn't want the gap, then you would just add another probably another 1/4 inch onto your measurements, so it'd be 7 1/4, and then you would have to adjust when you cut in half. So yeah, I don't mind the gap, to be honest. So magnet time now. I don't want to get caught short with the magnets again. So I want to, as I say, do this here. So I want to make sure that obviously the 12 is at the top and the 6 is at the bottom. So I'm going to put 3 magnets on this side. So what I'm going to do is get a pencil, and I'm just going to outline and then just put a mark roughly where I want the magnets within there. Okay, so let's get my magnets. So I need 1, 2, oh gosh, won't stop sticking to me. 1, 2, 3 for that side, and then another 3 for the clock itself. 2 and 3. Okay, so let's again get the score tape, and let's get these magnets on. Pop their partners on top, and then let me just open that because it's getting in my way, and then again some more score tape. So where is my 12? Where am I? Where am I? There's my 12 and 6. So if I press that there, then that's the magnets on there. Okay, so let's cover our pages. So I want this sort of pattern on the outside, lighter pattern, and then the lovely pocket watches on the inside. I thought was a nice touch with the clock face outside. So again, I'm just using art glitter glue. And I've already inked up all my pieces. And then lovely pocket watch pages. You're definitely the right way up, aren't we? Yes. And then this one on this side. Okay, now we need to stick down our clock piece. Okay, and let's just hope for the best. We're going to have to let this dry anyway. And what I don't want is, I don't want it seeping out over there. And then I need to find a way to cover this section. So that's that page. I really like how sweet that is. I really like that. And then I might put a little tuck spot here with some tags and bits of ephemera in. So that's that page. Then on this page we're going to do our waterfall. But what I'm going to do is actually going to open this up. Come on, stick. And then fold it flat down so we can work a bit better. Okay. And before I even start, I've just realised I've made a mistake, and I do the same thing every time. I put the paper down and I'm hoping to put something underneath it. Gosh. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh dear. Okay guys, so we're going to do the back side of the page now, and just when I thought I was being clever and getting really ahead and working everything out, look, I've even got the magnet underneath the paper this time ready. I didn't put the belly band under the paper, so I've had to doctor that a little bit, but it's gone under, and yeah, it looks okay. So I'm just going to, I've put, as I say, I've put a magnet underneath here because I want to have a belly band that closes. So I'm just going to pop some score tape on there, peel that off, stick it down, and then I've got this paper the same as this side, but I'm going to put it up the right way so as you flip it up it will look that way. So I'm just going to cover that magnet with the paper. This paper, actually, I did say I was going to use all Vectoria Designs, but this paper is actually a paper pad that I've had for ages. I think it's a Santoro one, and I really like these hearts because they're sort of shiny, like glossy. Okay, so now we need to put on our waterfall pieces. So I've put the paper on too already. Let me just flip my page over to get the measurements for you. Okie dokie. So these flips, now I'm doing 3 on this page. Okay, so I've got 3 that measure 5 by 4.5, and then you put it in your scoreboard along the 4.5 side and you score at 1/2 inch, and this gives you your flap. The mats that you will need are 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and you'll need 6 of those. The measurement for the belly band is 6 1/4 by 2 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to put the paper on. I think I'm going to have, how am I going to do this? I think I'll do the 2 keys at the front, and then yes, I'll do that. So I'm just going to pop the paper on here. I love this paper. And the thing is, with digital paper, you know, once you've bought it, you've got it, haven't you? And then I'm going to just flip it over and pop this on the reverse. Glitter glue, as I said before, it dries clear anyway. So right then, so we've got our 3 pieces, and we're going to start with the key piece. So I'm just going to line that up on a grid mat, and then eyeball centre. You can measure, obviously, if you want to measure. It's not very often I measure when I do things like this, but eyeballing is normally okay. Mind you, I say that it is whatever time it is again in the morning, 20 to 4 in the morning. So did I ever tell you I'm an insomniac? I can't sleep. Okay, so you put this piece, then the second one, right up to the end of the first one, and then the final one you do exactly the same. Okay, so you just, because once you've got the first one in, as long as you're lined up okay and it's straight, and there you go, that's your belly band piece. Now I did make a little pocket to go in here. I'm not sure if that belly band will close. No, it won't, but that's fine. I'm going to use it somewhere else in the album. This is a stamp from Visible Image, the Alice one. They've just brought out a whole new Wonderland range, which is gorgeous. I've got to get my hands on all of them. So all I did, even though this comes as one stamp, I just cut it up and then I coloured Alice in and popped her on this little pocket. So I'm going to use that then. So I'm going to put that in my embellishment box and use that within the album. So apart from this bit here, which, do you know what, I think I'm going to draw around some paper. I think that would work. Let me get some nice, let me see what I've got in my scraps. If I draw around that, I should be able to cut that out. Let's just see, shall we? So if I cut on the inside of that, so if I chop there, what I'll do, guys, so I'll cut this out off camera, and come back and we'll see if it works. Okay guys, I'm back and it did work actually, funny enough. So yeah, I cut round it, then I inked it up, and then we have our lovely little mechanism there for our gatefold, and then our simple little flip up waterfall. If you want to, you can put paper in there if you want to hide that, but yeah, so that's that. Now I'm going to show you the cover. Okay, I really hope you like it guys. This is the cover of our lovely Alice album. So I've got some, I embossed these in some coppery gold embossing powder, and I just did 3 because there's not really much point in putting one down in this bottom corner here. This piece was a picture, and I gold embossed this little wooden frame and then stuck the picture to it and then covered it in glossy accents and left it to dry. These are just flowers I had in my stash. I've dotted in some little clock hands around the front as well. There's also a little, you see the little lock there, and then there's a little key with the rabbit, and then just on the side I've got this Alice charm hanging off, this little embellishment here, and it's just a little bulb clip that's hanging off. I really like how the cover turned out actually. I was a little bit worried about all the flowers, but you know, when you think about, especially like the Tim Burton Alice, it was so bright and so colourful. Obviously the Disney version was too, but I was trying to steer away from the Disney version a little bit, so this is why I used the Cheshire Cat from the Tim Burton movie there. So now we're going to put our pictures, our pages in our album. So let's get all our gorgeous pages together, and then we need to decide which order that they're going to go in. So this was our first one, I think. No, it wasn't, was it? No, this was our first one. So this one had the pull outs there, and this one had the flip down with the pocket. Then this one was our triangular pocket page and our accordion piece. Then this was the card page that we made with the slider card, and then the twist and pop. And then this was the lovely waterfall. I think I'm going to put this on the front page actually guys. I think that's going to be the front or the first page. Yeah, so that's definitely going to be the first page. I think the card page we should probably put as the second page. The one we made today I think I'll put as the third page. Then this one, and this one. Okay, so this is the order our pages are going in. So now what I've done on the inside is, on our binding fins back and front, I've put a strip of double-sided tape. Okay, this is where you need to really use your strong adhesive. This is why I always use score tape on the binding, because it's really strong, and this is going to get the most use with your pages, you know, going backwards and forwards. Okay, so what we need to do is peel off a part of the backer. Now I need to try and get this so you can see what I'm doing. Then we need to take our page, decide which one you want at the front. I want this one. So this is where the spine is. It goes in here, because the other side is for our inserts. Okay, so with that notch cut out, these should easily slot over like so. You don't want to push them all the way down to the score line because you do need them to move. So once you've got it in at the place that you want, you seal it up on that side. Okay, then you flip it over, and if you can reach in, great. If not, you may need one of your embossing tools or a pair of tweezers. And again, that's it. So that is our first page in our album. Okay, so I'll do the second one. So I want this at the front. So again, I'm just going to peel a little bit off. It gets harder to put the pages on the more pages that you have. So, oh, I've got glue everywhere. Sorry guys, glue, ink. So you just need to take your time. This is not where you rush, because you don't want to put all this work in on these beautiful pages and then have it ruined because you have made a mistake sticking it in. So that's that page in, and then kind of try and reach up in there and pick off the tape. There we go, and seal that in. Okay, so that's 2 pages. Then our third page, I think I want this at the front. So again, we're going to peel our score tape partially off. I'm just going to take that little insert out. And slip that again over. Check we're not on the score line. And press that down. Oops, sorry guys, I'm knocking the camera off. Now it's going to get difficult, so if you've got like a thin embossing tool or a craft knife, you can just get in and catch on. You can catch the tape backer. Okay, so that's our third page in. Alright, now again the fourth, and we just keep going and going till we get it done. So I'm going to carry on with this, and then when I'm done I'll be right back and show you. Okay guys, so here we are, all our pages are in. Doesn't it look lovely and chunky? I love it. Look at that. Okay, so we've put all our pages in. We've got our waterfall piece there, which I love how that turned out. And then our little pockets and flips here. Then we've got our twist and pop card there. Our slider there with our little pocket. Then the piece we did today with our little clock. And then our flip little waterfall, and this was our first page, so this has got the inserts in, and then it's got our little flip out pocket, and then another little flip up belly band with our accordion piece, and then our triangular pocket. Then this was our pocket that we did with our little envelope, which I thought was really sweet, and then the double pocket on the back. So it's coming together, isn't it? I'm so loving this. So the next video, what I'm going to do is go through embellishing the album with you, and that will be the last video, I think. And then obviously there will be another video showing the winners of the giveaway. Little pins coming down here. So yes, I'm really hoping that you're enjoying this so far. We're almost done. We've just got to add our little ephemera pieces and tags and flips and all sorts of different bits and pieces. Oh, my little thing's just come off my hands, just have to glue that back on. But yeah, so I'm so happy that it's turned out like this. It looks lovely and chunky and really cute, and yeah, I'm so glad that you stuck with me through this series. So there's one more video left of this Alice in Wonderland album, so I'll see you back again for that video very, very soon. If you do feel like sharing anything you've made, please pop along to my Facebook group, which is called Little Spaceman Show and Tell. It is in its infancy at the minute, but I'd like to really grow it into a group where, you know, we can all share tips, tricks, our gorgeous crafts. There are some wonderful, amazingly talented crafters, and I'm so lucky to have you all with me, because, you know, I see people post in that group and say that I've inspired them to make something, and I think it's just wonderful. And I've been inspired by so many of you, you know, over my whatever it is couple of years on YouTube. I have been so inspired by everybody, and yeah, I really do love this little YouTube community that we've got. So yeah, so that's my Facebook group. If you would like to email me for any reason, my email address will be in the description box below, as will the link to Vectoria Designs and my Facebook page. If this is your first time with me, welcome and thank you very much for joining us. There is a little subscribe button there, little red one. If you haven't clicked that already, please do so, and the little bell next to it will notify you if you click that on videos whenever I upload a new video. So yeah, so thank you so much guys, and I'd love to know what you think so far, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye for now.